All right, we will now continue with New Mexico State coach, men's coach Jason Hooten, and our student athlete, Casey Iziagu. Coach, welcome to Huntsville, and just give us an opening statement about your team going into the new season, and then we will open it up for questions from our audience and on the Zoom call here.
Yeah, so we're excited, obviously, starting over basically from scratch. We've got 15 new players, student athletes, and, you know, it's been an exciting challenge. You know, day in and day out, we've, you know, just tried to come in with a good positive attitude about, you know, improving and working hard and just trying to right now build a culture, you know, more than anything.
Questions?
I just think the overall, just the overall challenge, you know, just every day excited about coming in and being able to see how much we've improved. You know, we have a long ways to go, and, you know, when you have 15 new people, it's tough to get everybody on the same page so quickly. But, you know, it's just that exciting part of, you know, we have our first scrimmage next Saturday, or this Saturday coming, and I'm just excited about seeing where we're at and how much further we have to go. But probably the most exciting thing of all is just the overall excitement and the love for basketball in Las Cruces in New Mexico State. They just love basketball, and to me, that's, you know, you want to be somewhere where people really care, and you know, it makes you want to go to work, it makes you want to work harder, makes you want to put a product on the court and the floor for them. And so we're excited about that and, you know, looking forward to the challenge.
Casey is somebody who was one of the 15 new people. You know, how's that adjustment been to playing with 14 new guys in a new school?
It's been kind of unique for me because I'm a forward, as you know, and like I gotta like kind of teach the guards some stuff. So it's kind of cool that I get to teach them stuff and they get to learn stuff from me. But it's been unique. I know Jordan Rawls before, so I've known him before. So other than him, everyone else has been new, and it's kind of been cool to gel with them a little bit and see their habits and my habits and where we can bounce off each other. But it's been pretty cool, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I look back at this time last year, and, you know, there's a lot of similarities in some of our guys right now that were in Casey. And I think that's, you know, just typical of you getting new people and them trying to learn your system and learn you. And now a year later, as he just said and he alluded to, you know, he's a leader and he's a guy that's teaching others. And so, yeah, it always gives you hope because you know that some of these new guys will be next year at this time. They'll be just like Casey is right now. So I can't say enough good things about Casey, whether he would be sitting next to me right now or not. He's just a really high character young man. You know, I laughed. Someone said, "Hey, who's going with you?" And you know, I said, "Well, I'm taking Casey because we're going to drive from the airport for an hour and 15 minutes, and you know, it's like having a grown man having a conversation in the car. You know, I mean, he's a unique individual. He's been to, you know, when you look at Casey's track record and where he's been, you know, every place he left, most guys that have been to 4 or 5 schools normally, you know, there's some question marks there. But when you look at Casey, every time he's left somewhere, it's been, you know, either a coach was dismissed or a coach left and took another job. So, you know, he's been blessed in that he's had a lot of different, you know, situations and opportunities, but at the same time, I think there's been a lot of coaches that have been blessed to be able to coach him and be around him. So, you know, when we took that job and, you know, the opportunity was there for him to come, you know, it was a no-brainer that he was the guy that I wanted with me. And, you know, and the exciting thing about Casey's playing was last year, as the year went on, he got stronger and stronger and better and better. And right now, I think physically he's where he ended the year last year. And so I just expect him to have even a better year statistically and numbers-wise.
Casey, talk a little about Coach. What kind of drew you to kind of keep going with him and working with him?
Well, everyone knows what happened here last year, and my parents and me were kind of deciding what we wanted to do coming out of my new school, whether I wanted to go pro or whether I wanted to come back for another year of school. And some people were kind of shooing me away from this place, but I knew Coach as a man and as a person and the character. I knew him as a guy that really stood on the culture he believed on and what he said every single day. And I knew if anyone could have changed what happened here and what's yet to come, I knew he was the guy. And it wasn't really about me not knowing what I wanted to do. It was just me about gathering all the facts. But I knew 100% he was leading the way, and I knew he had it miles away from any other coach that I wanted to go and play with. So it was a really easy decision for me, and it was really comfortable too. It wasn't really anything strenuous, so I liked it.
We've got a couple of questions for Coach from Colin Deaver, KTSM 9 News. First question, Coach. How has your team handled being the team that is expected to change the view of New Mexico State basketball after last season?
We talked about that, maybe once or twice early, and then after that, it was all about just moving forward and really not focusing on the past, more on the present and the future. And our guys, I think they took that as a challenge. I think it's something that they wanted to be a part of. They wanted to be the team that, gets this back going in the direction that it's always been going. And, I think that motivated me to know that, we have a lot of people in the same, the same boat. We're all rowing in the same direction. And, it's been exciting to see. I mean, other than this summer and maybe a little bit early, there's nothing been negative about it. We've moved forward, and it's been very positive in all areas, and our guys have done so much right now for this program and the community, and so it's exciting, turning the page, and again, looking forward to what's to come.
And follow-up question, and I'm probably going to butcher the name. Do you know about Femi's NCAA waiver yet?
Yeah, so we do not. We actually turned that waiver in about a week or so ago. I'm not real sure how long, the turnaround is. We're very optimistic. Femi's a really good player. There's no kidding about that. He had 2 good years at Pitt, and then was very good for Seton Hall last year. Has been coached, and he can really help our team. And so, we'll see. I think it's in God's hands now, and we've done about everything that we can on our end, and so whatever happens, happens. I think our team will be prepared to play, with Femi or without Femi, either way. And, we want what's best for Femi as well.
One question. What are the challenges you face from a geographical standpoint, being the westernmost team in this league and having to come east across even 2 time zones at times?
Yeah, it's a really good point by you, and something that I really haven't thought about. Other than just knowing travel, I haven't thought about the time zones. There's always going to be a point in time where that will be, probably at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, that'll be something that's, difficult. But I also look at those things as excuses. Doesn't matter where you play, when you play. It's just about how you play. And so our team will be mentally and physically prepared to take on whatever travel is given to us, whatever that means. We'll use those things in a positive manner. We'll use those things to overcome and to be tough and to try to make us better, and, a team that hopefully at the end of the year nobody really wants to play.
Any other questions?
Casey, what's been your favorite part about coming back to Las Cruces now? What's the biggest adjustment for you?
Biggest adjustments. It was actually interesting when I first landed back in EP, because that's the airport you normally come out of. It was really interesting because I had so many flashbacks of when I was a freshman, going to UTEP and using the airport all the time. I don't think there's been really a big adjustment for me, like an adjustment period for me, because I'm kind of used to the food, the layout of this place already. So, but it's been really fun to come back and see my friends. I have a couple friends that are still in MVP. It's been fun to see them, and it's fun to interact with the people around here because they're familiar with me.
Fantastic. Coach Casey, thank you for your time today, and enjoy the rest of your day in Huntsville.
All right, thank
Yep,
you.
thanks.
Appreciate that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.